Yo, what's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing was goody boxing heads and fight fans around the world. B Marsh Boxing, we back at it with another boxing video. Canelo Alvarez possibly might fight Sergey Kovalev. Now, some may ask, holy cow, man, that's a serious jump. He's jumping two weight classes. Jumping two weight classes. Jumping the super middleweight division, jumping middleweight and super middleweight, going all the way to light heavyweight. Now, some may ask, why would he do that, man? Sergey Kovalev is possibly a Hall of Famer, possibly a first ballot Hall of Famer. Man's like a five-time world champion at light heavyweight. Lost titles, got him back. Been a unified champ. Why would Canelo Alvarez jump 168, not even clean out his division, get stripped of two straps in less than a month, his WBC and IBF, to go play up there with the big boys at light heavyweight, 175 pounds? It's quite simple, man. Canelo ain't trying to fight guys like Jamal Charlo. And there's a lot of people out here on these YouTube streets who be acting like they so concerned and worried about the trajectory or Jamal Charlo's career. All of a sudden they care so much about him. Oh, he has nobody to fight over there. Why he didn't fight with the zone? Well, that's you guys are playing the politics of networks. What does it matter? What does it matter? The man was his mandatory. Was Canelo mandatory? Canelo Alvarez opted to vacate his title in order not to fight Jamal Charlo. You know what I mean? Now, when you talk about Jamal Charlo, Bubu Andrade, these fellas ain't fought nobody. Yeah, that's right. They ain't fought nobody because guys like Canoli are avoiding them. You know what I mean? Same type of thing happened with guys like Adonis Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? Just like they said about Anthony Yard, he ain't fought nobody. Well, you gotta fight somebody. You gotta fight somebody in order for them to stop saying you ain't fought nobody. They still try to say about Deontay Wilder, he ain't fought nobody. Like Tyson Fury's a nobody. They tried to say Deontay Wilder cherry picked Luis Tyson Fury. It was a cherry pick gone wrong. So if that was a cherry pick, then what was Anthony Joshua versus Luis Ortiz? That was the worst cherry pick I've seen in the last since Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas. The biggest cherry pick gone wrong. Facts. But at the end of the day, if Canoli ain't trying to fight these guys, they have no chance of fighting Canoli. Now Canoli ain't, is even ducking guys at 168. He fought Rocky Feldon, who had a regular WBA belt, while he never opted to fight the super middleweight champion with the WBA belt, Callum Smith. They fight on the zone. An enticing matchup, you know what I mean? It's not written in stone that Billy Joe Saunders wins that fight. I'll probably still might favor Canelo slightly because of the body punching, but it's strategic how the man Canoli want to jump up to 175 to fight Sergey Kovalev. He ain't clean out 160, only beat Rocky Felding at 168, but wants to jump up to 175. Yeah, because he's a tremendous body puncher. Arguably the best body puncher in the game. Short, stocky, and compact. And that's going to be detrimental to Sergey Kovalev's body. You heard? Sergey Kovalev, a guy with a longer torso, man, he's going to be prompt for the picking for the man, Sergey Canoli. You know what I mean? Canoli's going to weight drain the fuck out of Sergey Kovalev. Believe you me. If you in your right mind think that the man Canoli is going to jump from 160 to 175, that's 15 pounds. He's going to jump up there and fight Sergey Kovalev without a catch weight. You must be crazy, man. You got to be out of your rabid mind. Because at the end of the day, Canoli ain't going to risk fighting a guy who can outbox him with the jab. And I told somebody in my comment section, Sergey Kovalev could possibly outbox the man Canoli till Canoli starts ripping them hooks to the body. You know what I mean? Personally, I think that the man Sergey Kovalev, his jab could keep him at the end of his jab. An outside fighter, but his inside game is very suspect and it's non-existent. And that's what Canoli's gonna go to lunch. He's going to eat him like food and go into the body, ripping them massive left and right hooks to the body. You know what I'm saying? Right uppercut straight up the sternum. You know what I mean? It's gonna be that. It's gonna be bad, man. It's gonna be bad for the man Sergey Kovalev, man. The man's gonna be weight drained. The man ain't gonna be allowed to come in no higher than 172. He probably might even have stipulations on how much weight he can regain as far as hydration after the weigh-in. You know what I'm saying? Canoli probably tell the man you can't come in no higher than 180 after draining him to 172. Holy cow, man. Man gonna look like a walking skeleton up in that piece. Gonna look like Daniel Gill versus Miguel Cotto. You know what I mean? Man, like look like them skeletons in Karate Kid. You know what I'm saying? You know when they beat up Danny LaRusso, I think it was at the dance at a little homecoming dance or something. They jumped him in the bathroom, then they chased him and Mr. Miyagi came to help him out. They gonna look. It's just gonna be a pound of flesh that's gonna be walking into the ring versus Canoli, and Canoli's gonna abuse him. He's gonna abuse him, man. He's gonna treat him like his age. He's gonna expose the body, as we already know. Sergey, I'm sorry, what's his name? Anthony Yard. He showed from the seventh round when he started going to the body. He started having success. I wish he went to the body in history, man. You gotta go to the body, man. When you think of guys like even Floyd Mayweather, man, that jab to the stomach, that long jab to the stomach, that shit takes a lot of air out of you. You know what I mean? I remember him throwing that jab to the stomach and straight up in the midsection of Marcus Maidana. Marcus Maidana had to take a deep breath and he clenched his face like, like, you know what I mean? Like, man took the air out of him. Hit that thumbs up when you come in the building. Be Marsh Boxing, live and direct, early morning grind. Before I really get on my grizzly. You check it. Henry Armstrong, man. Come on now. Come on now. Henry Armstrong, these guys are going to put ultimate pressure on you. You know, only great fighters who don't necessarily ever go to the body was guys like Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? But Muhammad Ali was just so talented in other aspects of the game. He neglected the body, but he sure did cover it up with that jab, straight right hands, and you know the quickness and the hand speed of the footwork and the hands. You know what I mean? But you gotta go to the body. Azuma Nelson, these fellas go to the body. Salvador Sanchez, you know what I mean? Julio Cesar Chavez, you know what I'm saying? The body game is crucial, man. When I be playing them, when I be uploading them little clips of Fight Night Champion and shit, man, I always go to the body, man. I always go to the body. That's what Anthony Yard ain't do. Anthony Yard ain't go to the body in the eighth round. He was straight up head hunting. You know what I mean? Gotta go to the body. Make the man drop his guard. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy's going to just go have a high guard to protect the head. You keep going to the body, left hook to the liver, Miguel Cotto style, Carlos Palomino style. You check it. All the greatest fighters, man. And I'm not saying Carlos Palomino is the greatest fighter, but Dan sure is in the Hall of Fame if I ain't mistaken. You know what I mean? You gotta go to the body. That's what Deontay Wilder doesn't do. Imagine if Deontay Wilder came ripping body shots on Tyson Fury since round one. He would have ended him. That fight would have not gone those 6 rounds. The man neglected the body. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the man Canoli is going to do and rip up the man Sergey Kovalev, go to the body, and he's going to weight drain him, and he's going to put rehydration stipulations. This is going to be the easiest win for Canoli, man. He's going to stop him. I'm even confident in that, man. The fight ain't been announced. We don't even know if it's going to happen. But if that fight so do happen, RIP to the Crusher Kovalev. You know what I'm saying? Be Marsh Boxing. Leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all think about Canoli trying to weight drain the fuck out of the man, Sergey Kovalev, because that's his only way he can beat him, really and truly. If Sergey Kovalev is not weight drained, okay, the man Canoli sure enough can go to the body, even if he comes in at a healthy 175 and there ain't no rehydration stipulations. But can Canoli get past that jab? That'll be the question. He probably will because he knows how to beat the jab, countering with body shots, overhand rights. You know what I'm saying? It's quite possible, but if there's no catch weight stipulations from the man Canoli, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Be March Box. Leave your thoughts and comments. If you're new to the channel, please share and subscribe. And don't get it out. Don't take it personal. Whether you're a Sergey Kovalev fan or a Canoli fan, really and truly, that ain't the fight that I think boxing fans worldwide want to see. You know what I mean? That's not what we want to see. We'd rather see both guys in more competitive fights. Like I'd rather see Kovalev in unifications with uh, those guys at 175. You know what I mean? Don't be sensitive, man, when you hear this video. It's not no dig on nobody. It's just the truth. And you know, a lot of people they don't like hearing the truth. I made a video yesterday about Orlando Salido advising Luke Campbell on how to beat Vasily Lomachenko. People came in my comment section in their feelings because of what the man Orlando Salido's giving advice to Luke Campbell. They came in their feelings, asking me stupid ass questions in my comment section. All I had to tell him was, man, just go look up the results. The results says it's a W for the man, Orlando Salido. I hate these fans who make more excuses than the fighters. You know what I mean? Like, Anthony Joshua's been making excuses, sure, but while he was quiet, doing what he was doing in hibernation after he took that beating from Andy Ruiz, his fans were still making excuses. His fans were still blaming Deontay Wilder for Anthony Joshua losing. And then Anthony Joshua finally came out and he's blaming Deontay Wilder too. Talk about I was thinking too much about Deontay Wilder. I was thinking too much about how he knocked out Brazil in one round. Fuck out of here, man. Don't be thinking about no other man. Think about the man you have to beat, not what Deontay Wilder did. You know what I mean? So a lot of these fans out here, they be more brave, make more excuses for their fighters. I never heard the man Vasily Lomachenko cry about that fight ever. Only thing he didn't do was give the guy a rematch, legitimately. He tried to play some A-side shit. What Vasily Lomachenko is by no means a hot commodity as far as viewership, as far as live gate attendance. He's just not. It's just the truth. Bud Crawford is a bigger star in USA than the man Vasily Lomachenko, and he's not even a big star really, Bud Crawford. But he does pay-per-views. They've done bad, but he's done pay-per-views and he clears more money as far as his paychecks than Vasily Lomachenko. You know what I mean? But his fan base, they just don't like to hear the truth, and these things are the truth. And I was a fan of Vasily Lomachenko before you guys had even heard of the guy. That's the thing that 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 baffles me. Anyways, that's a whole rant for another day. Point blank period. Stop making excuses for these fans. Canoli will weight drain the shit out of Sergey Kovalev, and that fight will not be competitive. And as for me, if it comes to those type of stipulations, catch weight shit, gets no credit for me.